Hello everyone, welcome to day 10 of our storytelling strategy session. Today we are going to be looking at what tension actually means in storytelling. If you recall vividly, yesterday we talked about starting a story from the middle, from medias res. That is another word for middle. So today we are going to be looking at what tension is. Sometimes you look at some story contents and you can find elements of disruption in them. For example, I've been studying the 40 parables in the Bible, and if you look at it very carefully, you will notice that there is something that is actually common with the 40 parables, and one of those things is tension built. The way tension is being built. Take for example now, you start a story with, suppose you lose your $10,000 in your wallet, what will you do? That's what we call tension. Tension is a disruptive characteristics in a story where it doesn't mean that conflict has happened or has to happen. It only means that you are calling for a resolution. And resolution comes when you gather your characters together and they come around to, okay, this is what I feel about it, or you encourage a discussion from your audience. That is resolution. It's about you gathering your ideas, garnering points, and building on them. So when we say tension, we're actually asking that you start from that disruptive aspect of your story that seems to be like, oh, this is where it ends. No, that should be where it starts from. Yesterday we talked about starting from the middle of the action, that is, go deep into it. And I got a comment on LinkedIn where a young man said, actually, starting from the middle of a story, build this perspective that, in fact, it can even make you win when you pitch. It can make you win when you go for interview because you cut out the noise when you put out the preambles, the preliminary, and all of that, and just go straight into the action. That is starting from the middle. So, this is not actually starting from the middle, this is about starting from where there is chaos and trying to meet the story where it can find peace. That is what we mean by tension. Now, I'm encouraging that you start your story with tension today because it enables you to, see a different light to what you are building. It enables you to look at it from another different perspective. It enables you to just see it in a fresh sight, and you'll be like, oh, I never knew this could be so insightful from this angle. Because if you keep starting your story every day, every minute, every hour, from the beginning down to the middle, down to the end, believe me, you definitely get bored at some point. So if you try this strategy, you'll be on your way to having a new insight. So let me know if you've tried this strategy or you're about to try this strategy. You can share with me in the comment section. Thank you very much.